Well, they are taking the middlemen out of the equation when it comes to going solar. Here now sponsoring our segment from Sangamon Solar, our project administrator, Christian Hopkins, and project developer, Brendan Jewsbury. Christian, Brendan, welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Glad you guys could be here. Tell me about Sangamon Solar.
It's great to be back. So we are what's called a full service company, and we are local. We are based in Champaign, but we are founded in Monticello. So whenever people are thinking about going solar, it's a very popular thing right now. There's a lot of people being asked, oh, you should go solar. It's a really good time. We always recommend go with a local company and go with a full service company. First of all, the local companies are more accountable and they're closer by if ever you need help. And if you go with a full service company, what that means is they handle everything from beginning to end. They sell your system, they do all your paperwork, they process your carbon credits, and they do all the electric work. So the reason I recommend that is sometimes you have some out-of-state companies who will come in, they will outsource the labor, they will outsource the paperwork, and they jack up the prices because you have to pay the middlemen. And so all those costs get passed along to the consumer.
Okay. Now, I'm curious, why is solar such a big deal right now, Brendan? Is it because of the incentives, or what's going on that I'm seeing it everywhere I look?
Yeah, so the incentive structures put in place right now really benefit the consumer. So it's something that is good to move on sooner than later, typically because this is what they're looking for as far as money coming back into their pockets. That's what every consumer is looking for. So now is a really great time to take advantage of that.
All right, and there's a sunset, right? And is it 2025?
So net metering, which is basically getting credit back on your energy bill for your production of your solar system, will be changing at the end of this year. So if you want to lock in the more generous incentives for net metering, it's good to get to talk to a solar provider as soon as possible and try to get on that schedule so they can get your system built before the end of the year.
Got it. And again, it benefits you so much more to work with somebody local that can be with you through the whole process, but then also after the installation, you guys are there to solve continuing problems if they come up.
Yeah, so in 2022, we started processing our own carbon credits. So the state of Illinois has a very generous incentive program called Illinois Shines, which basically means they facilitate the carbon credits that your system produces. They facilitate you selling that back to the utility. And so that program is often managed by larger vendors who focus only on that. And so we've started doing that in-house and also offering that to folks who need help with processing those RECs, who went with another company and things didn't work out with them. And
those are the stranded customers, right? Like folks that got into it and didn't go the way they were hoping, but they still have the ability to process those credits.
Yes, so yeah, we would call those stranded customers. So those are people whose companies either went out of business or they had so many complaints that they got suspended from the Illinois Shines program. And we recently became one of the main vendors in the state of Illinois to be helping out these stranded customers. So if you are one of those folks who were hurt by a company's poor business practices, you could go to our website and set up a meeting with me to see how we could help you out and see if we can get you the money for your carbon credits.
I love it. Again, working with a local business, you guys can add that more bespoke kind of service where you sit down and help people get what they need. Let's talk about your new location. It's going to be right off of Prospect.
Very, very exciting for us. We've been renting out an office space and a storage space separately up until now, and we're moving into, it used to be, I think, 217 heating and cooling off of Prospect on Denison Drive. We're very excited because that is, we're going to be able to do all of our meetings there. We're going to be able to use it for storage and parking all of our work vehicles, and it's going to be a lot more cohesive of a space, and we're very excited. We're going to be having an open house at the new location pretty soon. And inviting our customers, so if folks are interested, they can come to the open house, hear directly from the customers who we've helped out, and see how their installations went.
That's awesome, and congratulations on the expansion and the growth within your business. It's really an exciting time to become a part of solar and take advantage of those incentives. If you want to connect with Sangamon Solar, who we appreciate sponsoring our segment this afternoon, we'll make sure to connect you at our website on ciLiving.tv after today's show.